Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This time we're going to be running through in class 7. Really weird because I'm doing this out of order. I actually just got done recording the video for assignment 4, and now we're starting week 9. Yes, week 9. And this in class 7 was supposed to be from week 7, right? Yes. So anyway, it's all weird. Everything's all weird. But we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. We're going to push on through. Nope, I'm going to publish that, not unpublish that. Today we're going to be doing ICE, another TryHackMe, and we're getting set to go here. So yeah, I'm going to do this one for lesson 7. We are going to skip our in-class for week 8, because that was our week I gave you for your midterm. Now that we are back on campus, we're doing week 9, which is our malware analysis unit. And the in-class for this week probably won't be a TryHackMe. It will probably be some reverse engineering. But anyway, point is, I got a lot of videos I got to record this week because I'm behind, and I apologize for that. Anyway, let's get to it. So here for ICE, we have a Windows machine here we're going to be working on. And the reason that we chose a Windows machine is because back in lesson 7, we were talking about operating system security. And now we're going to be, that was Windows operating system security. And so now we're going to be attacking a Windows machine. Last couple have been Linux machines, as we found. So a bunch of tasks in here, but you note that the first ones are not too difficult. Like, for example, the first task is just to connect, which, you know, we did. Because this is a very easy beginner room here at TryHackMe. And so, you know, it's stuff like make sure you know how to use your VPN client so you can connect to the machine and everything. We're here on Recon. Deploy the machine. That is done. We can see here we have our IP. Launch a scan against our machine. I recommend using a SYN scan to set to scan all ports on the machine. Scan command will be provided as a hint. However, it is recommended to complete the room nmap prior to this. So, I mean, we have a couple of clues here that the scan we're going to be using is taking advantage of nmap. Now, I'm connected here on my my virtual machine, but close you, minimize you. Minimize you. That's my my VPN connection. A terminal. Come on. There we go. But I can't ping this. I need to fortify that font size there. 10.10.6.1.3.3 because over. Oh, it does. I didn't think that I'd be able to because it says that I thought it said that ICMP was disabled. Am I just losing it? I thought ICMP was disabled. Apparently it's not. So yeah, we're connected. I can reach that box just fine, apparently. All right, so we're using nmap, right? Oh, I'm in Linux, not Windows. Slash question mark. Not going to do it. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to use the hint, but you feel free to go ahead and do so if you like. Maybe I should show it to you. That's all right. It will be fine. So we're going to launch a scan against the machine. It says to recommend to use a SYN scan, but sure. Yes, we will. So nmap, and we're going to, should we do, nah. I was going to say we can edit our host so that we can do cool names, but that's okay. It's probably better if I just do the whole thing. So, I don't know. Let's not do anything fancy. Let's just do a regular old default options nmap scan and see what we get back. It should tell us what we want to know anyway. We don't need to do any options on this one. I'm going to pause this while this runs, and I'll come back to you when I get the results back up. All right, a couple seconds later, and we're back. Here we have the results of our scan, not shown 988 closed ports. Here we have 135 is open, 139 MSRPC, that's remote procedure calls. Net BIOS. Yep. 8000's open. HTTP alt. Then we got some ports open here for unknown services. Okay. Is that all it wanted us to do? Yeah, looks like. All right, let's check that one off then. Just out of curiosity, I want to see what the hint said. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess that would have been fine. Either way, we got it. Once the scan completes, we'll see a number of interesting ports open on this machine. As you might have guessed, the firewall has been disabled with the service completely shut down, leaving very little to protect this machine. Well, as we saw with our operating system security unit for Windows, host-based firewalls are very, very important in order to prevent us from doing things like this. So, one of the more interesting ports that is open is the Microsoft Remote Desktop. What port is this? Is open on 139 or 135. I thought 139 was the default. I mean, maybe it is, and they have it running on a different port. What is? Oh, what? Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, 3389. Yeah, that's why I had it in my head that it was 138 or 139, whatever I just said. 3389 is the default, and I see it here now. What service did Nmap identify running on port? This is first word of the service. Oh, HTTP. What? First word of this service. Oops. 8000. It's not. HTTP-alt. So you want the whole thing? No. What the? I want to check the hint because I'm confused now what they're looking for. Oh, well, maybe that's why, because I'm not getting their output. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, let's try the Nmap scan again. This time we'll use their command here. See what they get back. Might just be that I was lazy and now I'm paying for it. Again, I'm being lazy and paying for it. If I had just typed the thing out. Yeah. I didn't specify any. Did you get that wrong? Oh, you duh. Yeah, duh. Pause once again while we wait. Okay, got the results of one Nmap scan, and then I saw the peek to the next question asked for the host name, so I decided to start another scan with the -SC, although it's not necessary, we can see it right here. All right, so the question we were attempting, oops, caught me watching the crazies here, hold on. The question we were attempting to ascertain is the name of the service, and yes, indeed, they are looking for something in particular here that we didn't have with our first scan. It is an IceCast streaming media server. IceCast. Okay, and Dark PC is the host name. Okay, so we've done our recon. Now we move to task 3, gaining access. Now that we've identified some interesting services running out of the target machine, let's do a little bit of research And one of the weirder services identified, Icecast. Icecast, or, well, at least this version running on our target, is heavily flawed and has a high-end level vulnerability with a score of 7.5 or 7.4, depending on where you view it. What type of vulnerability is it? Use cvedetails.com. Well, thank you for the tip. I would have anyway, but that is nice to know and nice to have a link. All right. Okay, we have... Yes, there are many serious vulnerabilities for this thing. I'm going to make this a bit larger. I guess it's this one. No? So it a score of 7.5. Oh, that must be it. Multiple buffer overflows in the SXL parser for Icecast 2.2.0. We don't have a version here, but we can see if we can fetch one back. Windows 7 Professional 7601 Service Pack 1. Disable dangerous but default. Okay. May allow attackers to cause a denial of service and possibly execute arbitrary code via a long value XSL when tag. Maybe that's it. Let's keep looking though. Oh, here's another one. Buffer overflow in Icecast 2.0.1 and earlier allows remote attackers to execute. Okay, that sounds like a winner to me. Execute arbitrary code via an HTTP request with a large number of headers. That sounds about right to me. Which is this? CVE 2004-1561. Yeah. Yeah, we can... Excuse me. I've had a terrible headache for like 2 days. Every once in a while. It's like a vice clamping down on my head. Okay, so this one sounds promising. I'm gonna check this one out. References. Looking for some details. Come on. Yeah. Okay. That's not helpful at all. That's promising. Bug track. Shell close downloads NCAT. This NCAT spawns a shell on port 9999. Just set it on the floor. It's okay. You get your chips. Okay. All right. What am I looking at? Okay. Download raw message. That's down. This is so old, it's going to be tough to find just because it's old. No results found. Proof of concepts. Sounds right. Oh, moly. Yeah, that's the mother load right there. We got everything we need, or everything we should need. Oh, but you know what? We could probably make this even easier on ourselves. Let's see if there's a Metasploit plugin for this, huh? We'll wait for Metasploit to come up. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we got Metasploit up. I just realized that it's just asking for the CVE. So let's try. Wait, what type of vulnerability is it? I can't remember. So it was a buffer overflow, right? Yeah, buffer overflow. The format gives us a clue though. CVE. Well, let's see if we're right first, because buffer overflow is not 3 words. Oops. Okay, so that we found the right CVE. Do they want it in 3 words? Buffer overflow? No? Okay. Vulnerability type on CVE details. Vulnerability type. Oh. Okay. Now that we found our vulnerability, let's find our exploit for this. Oh, they want us to use Metasploit. Okay. Well, then in that case, now that we have Metasploit open, let's see what we got. Yeah, there we go. Exploit Windows HTTP Icecast header. This is 2004 2.8. Icecast header overwrite. Yes, this sounds like the one we want. All right, let's use it. Or wait, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What was the question? How? Sorry. All right, yes, this is done. And then it wants to have the name in there. Not sure if I'm able to use my clipboard out. Yes, I can. Cool. All right, so we got Metasploit. We found the right vulnerability. We got the right module. Let's go ahead and select this module for use. Either type the use Icecast or you use 0. Oh yeah, I gotta configure. Okay, yep. Following selecting our module, we now have to check what options we have to set. Yes. All right, so we have exit func, lhost, lport, exploit target ID. Oh, okay. 192.1.6. What? What am I? That doesn't sound right. Oh. Okay. Shouldn't be. It should be. It should be our. Let me bring that back up. But we don't have an R host. Where's our? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Font size is huge. So. All right. So then we need to set our host to 10.10.6.113. And port will need to be, what was it running on? 8,000? Oh, which it is by default. So if I go to show options again, now we can see we have host, and it already had the port by default, so that's good. I think I'm gonna need to set lhost to my IP from 10 to 7230 to 7230, or was it 234? God, I tell you, 234. Okay, so I said it wrong. Brain knew what was right. Okay, and let's set L port to 9999 just cuz. All right. What else we gotta do? I think that's it. Let's try it. There you go. That was extremely easy. Started reverse TCP handler on this machine at that port, sending that. Okay, that's to our target. Session opened. So now I can go. Oh wait, interpreter. Let's go with. Okay, server username darkpc dark. Okay, so I am dark. PC, okay, Windows 7, 7601 that we expected. Work group, okay. Logged on users too. Okay. What was the next question? I forgot what we were doing. Following, yeah, the ability to check what options we have set. Okay, well, we did that. What is the only required setting, which is my, well, we set more than that, but yes. What? Oh, our hosts, plural. First, let's check that L host has turned. Yeah, with that done. Okay. Okay, done. Now, okay, so we're on the box. We have interpreter shell. Interpreter. Escalate. Enumerate how long your admin power is. We begin to foothold our victim machine. What is the name of the shell we have now? Interpreter. Meterpreter. Yes. What user was running dark? What was the name of the user, as we can see? Well, this is build 7601. Look at that. We're answering more questions than we were ready for. Now that we know some of the finer details of the system we're working on, let's escalate our privileges first. What is the architecture of the process we are running? This is x86. What? Yeah. Oh, that's 64. Maybe that's why I have a headache for the last couple of days. I keep hitting myself in the head because I'm dumb. Okay, now that running the local exploit will the full pass. Okay, well, let's find out. So we need to run the exploit suggester. So what's the path? It's post. I just used this like 3 days ago. Recon and then local exploit suggester. Underscore suggester. No. Okay. Oh, misspelled exploit. Well, while that's suggesting its suggestions, we will wait and I'll get back to you when it's done. Okay, is done. 35 exploits were checked. We have many options available to us. We've got bypass UAC event viewer. We have Shellevator. We've got Schlamp array, track pop-up menu, client copy image. Let's try the first one. Nil versions are discouraged and will be deprecated in Ruby Gems 4. I don't know what that's supposed to pertain to. It doesn't seem to connect to any of the other lines. I guess let's try the first one. Exploit Windows local bypass UAC underscore event viewer. Okay, so if we're going to do this, we need to get back and choose a different exploit. So we can, let's see, can I just background? Yeah, okay. Use exploit Windows local bypass UAC underscore event viewer. The end? The end. Okay, and we're there. Now show option. Or do I need to use first? Yeah, I'm gonna need to use first. This is still. Nope. No, this is the right one. There we go. It's the right one. Do I need to do anything? A session will run on this module. Yes, I do. I want this to run on session 1. That's where we have the interpreter. Open session 1. Excuse me. And we want to set lhost to our 10.2.70.234. 7234. Leave it on port 44. Well, let's see. Okay. Part of administrators group. UAC is set to default. Bypass UAC. Bypass this setting, continuing, configuring payload, and stage register keys, executing payload. This is why event viewer executed successfully, waiting 10 seconds for the payload to execute any stage. Yeah. Interpreter session 2 opened. Looks like we got her. Let's do still dark, but it said I'm in the administrators group. So get privs. Yeah. Wait, what am I trying to answer here? Oh, okay. Well, let's explain local. What was it? No. OS Windows, then local. Bypass UAC underscore event viewer. I love it when I can remember things. The older I get, the more of a novelty it is. And so, oh wait, yeah, okay, we ran that. I just didn't check it off. Now that we haven't explained my okay. Oh, okay. We did background the process. Go ahead and select our previously found local exploit. Okay, yes. Did that. Local exploits require a session. Okay, yes, we did that. Now that we've set our session number, further options we have to set one more as our listener's IP isn't correct. What is the name of this option? Host. There we go. we did that. I don't understand why that was a question, but okay. Set this option now. You might have to check your IP on the using IP address. Okay, we feel like we did that. I can now run our privilege escalation. Yes, we did. Following completion of this. Following completion of the escalation. What's it? Now using the. Okay. Can now verify that we have expanded permissions using get privs. That's where we are now. What permission listed allows us to take ownership of files. Hold on, let me check my OBS. Are we okay? I just recorded a whole video, well, half a video, without realizing that I wasn't even showing my screen. I was just talking. There it is. Take ownership privilege. Oh, I'm recording. Hold on a sec. Okay, so yep, that was correct. The take ownership. Okay. All right, so now we're here. We got privs. Prior to further action, we need to move to a process that actually has the permissions that we need to interact with the LSAS service. Service responsible for authentication within Windows. First, let's list the processes using the command PS. I'm sorry, my head is killing me. All right, what do we got? Okay, we're looking at SMSS, service host. What we want are, we were looking for a process that's vulnerable that lets us to run as NT authority system. So like this one right here, this, whatever this SLUI process is running as dark, which is the user account. That's not going to do it. We're looking for vulnerable processes that are currently running as NT authority system. PowerShell, DWM, no. Amazon SSM agent, light agent. Those are interesting. EC2 config. Oh, we have some potential here. Yeah, well, we did that. Let's see what else we're gonna. In order to interact with the LSAS, we need to be living in a process that has the same architecture as the LSAS service. And process that has the same permissions as LSAS. The printer spool service happens to meet our needs perfectly for this, and it'll restart if we crash it. What's the name of the printer service? I must have skipped over it. I didn't see it running. Oh, there it is. Got mixed, lost with all the service hosts here. All right, so here's our printer service. I know it's the printer service because of its spools. I just happen to know. I just happen to know this one. I guess if you didn't know it, you could probably look this up. Name Windows printer service. I bet it comes up right away. Oh my god. Which Windows service activates my printer scanner? Print spooler service is what you're looking for. Not exactly as easy to find as I expected it to be, though, because we have a bunch of weird stuff here. Of course, you could always get it too by just like looking up each of these individually. There's not that many to search through, so it wouldn't take that long. What is Spooler subsystem app? Print Spooler. Okay. Now, I'm choosing the Print Spooler service because that's what the TryHackMe is pointing me towards. I would probably investigate whatever this Amazon agent thing is. Guessing it's something to do. I'm going to look this up. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Amazon, maybe something to do with web services. In which case, probably not a good. There are virtual drivers for Windows instances. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Systems Manager Agent is Amazon software that can be installed and configured on. Yeah, okay. EC2 instance. Okay, so yeah, in this case, I mean, that was my first thought, but I can see now that that probably isn't a bad. What we're looking at is artifacts of the scenario here more than anything else. Okay, so anyway, let's do what we were gonna do. Oh, what is the name of the service? It's Spools. Migrate to this process now with the migrate-n process name. Migrate-n spools. I was in 1388. 1388. Oh, PowerShell. Was in PowerShell. Okay. Completed successfully. Done. Let's check what we are now with the command get UID. I is systems now. I could type it out. Well, I never learned my lesson. I'm just going to continue to be lazy. You're paying for it. Another better way to hold administrative permissions. We'll set our sights on loading Mimikatz as rather infamous password dumping. Do that's incredibly useful. Mimikatz. Okay. Loading key help menu command help. Okay. Damn, that's a good help file. Which command allows us to retrieve all credentials? Retrieve all credentials. I think I might have gone to creds underscore hall. There we go. Got ahead of our questions. Run this command now. What is Dark's passwords? Dark's password is password 01 exclamation point. The finest of passwords. The champagne of passwords. The caviar of passwords. The Avengers Affinity War of all right, post exploitation. So we got a user password where we are system, we own the box. Before we start our post exploitation, help menu one last time. Okay, sure. We'll answer the following questions using the menu. What commands allow us to dump all of the password hashes stored on the system? It won't crack the administrative password. In this case, it's pretty strong. This is intentional to avoid password spraying attempts. We would need here you go. No. Right there you go. Retrieve user count, NTLM hash sid and rid the DC sync. Retrieve user count information via DC sync. These are unparsed ones. Or maybe it's just credit. No, that shouldn't be it. Well, let's try it. Yeah, there we go. So creds underscore MSV. No? Does it want? No, it can't. It doesn't want desync. It wants something unparsed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, maybe this is what they're looking for. I wouldn't have expected it, but that's fine. No, that's not it either. Okay, what the? We're back. Hash dump was the one we were looking for. What command allows us to dump a password, dump all of the password hashes? So if I do that here, hash dump, there we go. More useful interacting with the machine being used. What command allows watch user desktop in real time? Okay, let's go back to help. Time stump, get system, play a waveform audio file on the target system. That sounds like a lot of fun. Here we go, user interface commands. List all accessible desktop and Windows, get the current, which one was the question? I forgot what it was already. Watch the user's desktop in real time. Get desktop. No? Oh, screen share. Not bad. How about if we want to record from a microphone attached to the system? Record _ mic. To complicate forensic efforts, we can modify timestamps of files on the system. That would be timestamp. Mimikatz allows us to create what's called a golden ticket, allowing us to authenticate anywhere with ease. What command allows us to do this? It would be golden ticket _ or golden _ ticket _ create. One last thing to note, we have a password to user dark. Now we can authenticate to the machine and access it via a remote desktop. As this is a workstation, we'd likely kick whatever user is signed into it off if we connect to it. However, it's always interesting to remote into machines and view them as their users do. If this hasn't already been enabled, we can enable it via the following Metasploit module: run post enable RDP. Okay. If we wanted to, we could enable RDP, but RDP is already running. Extra credit, sure, why not? You've asked you've been to excuse you'll be facing. Ask for remote while not required by the room. It is recommended to attempt exploitation via the provided code or via another similar exploit to further hone your skills. Is this what we were the tree we were actually barking up before? Yes, it is, by Luigi Oriyama. I'm guessing his name, or Oriyama. Luigi Oriyama, looks like. Yes, this is the code that we had found before that we were going to use until we realized that there was a module in Metasploit. I don't think I'm going to do that one for this because this in-class walkthrough has already been long enough, and I think we've proved what we came to prove. Why is... Oh, yeah, that one was done. So we're going to finish this room off. And there we go. Job done for this one. Okay, now I got to start putting together in class 8, 9, whatever one we're going to be reverse engineering some malware. So we're going to be using Ghidra for that. Okay, see you on the next one.